So Ayesha Curry has been getting dragged for the past few days all across social media for comments that she made recently on a podcast. But sometimes if you just go back for yourself and watch the actual episode, or you go and look at the actual full clip, you probably find out you have it wrong.
4 kids. Did you always knew you wanted a big family?
No. So I didn't want kids. I didn't want to get married. I thought I was going to be career girl and that's it. And I had my eyes set on my goals. And I was never the little girl that like dreamt about the wedding dress and all of that. And then it happened so early in my life.
I think y'all just don't like Ayesha because what did she say that was wrong or disrespectful to her husband, Steph Curry? She said, when I was younger, I never saw myself getting married. That wasn't the life I had for myself. I saw career, I had my goals, and that was it. I didn't dream of putting on a dress and having kids. That's not something that we have not heard before. Plenty of women feel this way currently, in the past, and I'm pretty sure in the future. Why is everybody so mad at her about saying this?
Pausing on you guys as a couple. Now let's talk about you as an individual, though, because you had this dream. And did you feel like in moving with him, did you feel like you had to pick between your career and your relationship at that point?
Yes. To an extent. That was never presented in front of me that way. It just kind of had to be that way. And because after we got married, we found out we were pregnant with our daughters so quickly, I didn't even have time to think about what I wanted anymore. It's so interesting. I spent my entire life like trying to work towards something, and then it kind of just disappeared, and I didn't think twice about it.
I'm going to take this off of Ayesha and make it more of a women thing, right? Because in life, women, when we get pregnant, what do? We kind of put ourselves on hold and we focus on making sure we have a healthy pregnancy, taking care of the family. In general, we as women, we take care of everybody else but ourselves. And if you're a mom, you know what this like, okay? Mom guilt is real. You take care of your family first, your kid first, and then somewhere along the line, you figure out something to do for yourself whenever the time allows. You know what I mean? Like, that's a real thing. But for her, they got married super young, 22. Did not expect to get pregnant right away. Thought it was going to take up to a year, longer than a year. It took about 3 months, and here she is pregnant. So a decision has to be made. So I focus on my family now. I have my new husband, whose career is on to come up because who he is now, he wasn't then, right? But he was definitely well on his way. That combined with the pregnancy. Okay, so my dreams I put on hold right now, and I focus on this. Can we not relate to that, ladies? I mean, come on, y'all.
Rewind 2 steps.
Yeah.
Married at 22.
Yeah.
How did you know you were ready for that?
I didn't. I just knew that I loved him, and I'd never experienced anything else. I'd never felt any differently than this is who I want to spend the rest of my life with. And so we kind of just dove in. And
now, how do we get she missed having a whole phase from her saying that she loved her husband? She didn't know if she was ready, but she knew that she loved him, so she just focused on that and just went 10 toes in the water, just dived in. How do we get her missing the whole phase from that?
I guess now looking back, what advice would you give to someone listening of how to embrace when your timeline suddenly changes?
oh, there's no such thing as a timeline, I think, is the bottom line.
I think Ayesha came across very relatable in this interview, very vulnerable, very open, and I absolutely love the entire interview. If you have time to watch it, please don't just watch the clips on Instagram and TikTok. Go look at it for yourself. There is nothing wrong with a woman who is married, who has kids, who also says, look, I love my family, but I also love cooking. I also love skincare. I also love doing hair, makeup, whatever it is, why does she have to just be locked in only to being a wife and a mother? She has a husband who is successful, and if she's able to do other things outside of just being a wife and a mother, then why not? There's nothing wrong with her wanting to do different things. That's what she's saying pretty much in this interview. A lot of it was about, other things that she wishes she would have done, or what she thought her life was going to be at one point, but she accepted that she's not miserable about being married or having kids, y'all. Where are we getting that stuff from?
And you don't have to be, as women, we're always told, or at least it feels like people just try to have us be one-dimensional, and you can do more. Not that it's easy.
No.
But it's an option.
It's an option. Like,
How did being in the spotlight impact your relationship in the early days? Because you guys didn't know how to handle it.
it's a double-edged sword. In the beginning, hated it so much. I did not sign up for that. I also always thought I didn't know that he was going to end up playing basketball. He said he wanted to be a high school basketball coach.
I know we live in this world where people who are celebrities, they're not people, right? Like they don't have any insecurities, so we seem to put them on this pedestal like they're not just like the rest of us. They have hopes, they have dreams, they get disappointed, they hurt, they cry, they bleed like the rest of us. Like they're no different. To me, in this interview for Ayesha said, I'm no different than you. I had my life planned going this way and it went that way. Now, obviously, her life is on a grand scale in front of millions of people, but at the core, she's still a human being. She's still a woman. And whether or not you have kids or you're married, in this interview, there are things that you can relate to that she said if you take the time to try to understand it.